from the streets of Cincinnati, welcome to the jungle! Let's go. Stripes, 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 yeah. Stripes, 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 yeah. Stripes, 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 yeah. Orange in the day, black in the night. Stripes in our veins, sparks gonna fly. The beast is awake, orange, black and white. Cause when the jungle come alive, day we ignite in our Cincinnati, we gon' rise in in the jungle, we unite in dripping orange and black and white. All day when we fight, live and die in these stripes. Wake up the beast, every game day is a feast. Time to bust it off the leash. In the jungle, dripping heat. Tigers strike the city streets. East side, stand up. West side, stand up. If you reppin', who that? Time to put your hands up. Bengals stripes, we in it. New day, new age, yeah, we get it. Cincinnati jungle fitted. Who they in our house, we win it. Orange and black and white, we build it. Earn our stripes, you know we kill it. Bleed our colors, jungle dripping. Nasty, natty, yeah, we lit it. Lit the crowd, get the city loud. Yeah, we feasting now. Fit the pounce, make the city howl. Now we beastin' now. Thunder through the tunnel, from the sideline to the huddle. Stripes we tatted on the jungle when we flex that who they muscle on them. Stripes, Cincinnati, we gon' rise in in the jungle, we unite in dripping orange and black and white. All day when we fight, live and die in these stripes. Stripes. Now who gotta move like it on? Stripes. Now who wanna move crossing on? Stripes. Now who wanna move on? If you got stripes and you let the city know you rock 'em, yeah we got 'em, yeah we fought 'em. Like that black and orange upon 'em, bingo ball 'em, never stop it till the beast and know 'em. Who they rockin' with the diamond stripes, flossing on the ring. Cincinnati, she's our queen, we gon' show the world who king. Orange in the day, black in the night. Stripes in our veins, sparks gonna fly. The beast is awake, orange, black and white. Cause when the jungle come alive, day we ignite in Cincinnati, we gon' rise in the jungle, we unite in dripping orange and black and white. All day when we fight, live and die in these stripes. Now who gotta move like it on? Now who wanna move crossing on? Now who wanna move on? All day when we fight, live and die in these stripes.
Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to the show. This is Sports with Strawberry Ice. I'm your host, the Iceman, Jeff Trenopole, and as always, I'm bringing you sports from a West Side point of view right here from the victorious Cincinnati Bengals on Thursday Night Football. I had a blast. My voice has recovered. My body has not. My knees hurt. My back hurts. Don't get old. Now, do me a favor. If you found the show, hit that like and subscribe button. Smash that thumbs up. Great day yesterday. I'm up. Not only did the Bengals win, but I'm up to 1,381 subscribers. That is awesome. I appreciate every single one of you guys. Now, do me a favor. If you're watching on Twitter, because I'm back on Twitter now, or Facebook, any of the Facebook groups, and you have not subscribed, do me a favor. Go to the YouTube channel, Sports with Strawberry Ice. Hit that subscription button. Hit the bell for the notification, and every time I go live, you'll be notified. And as always, exclusively in the YouTube chats, or in the YouTube channel, in the chats, we're doing super chats. So if you'd like to support what I'm doing, I would greatly appreciate it. Give me a super chat. I am coming to you live from the Ice Cave. And the Ice Cave is brought to you by T Properties. T Properties, quality housing for quality people. Check out their website at www.tpropertiesllc.com for all your rental property management needs and your rental needs. Like I said, fun night last night. Long night. Like I said, I am sore. I took the night off of work. My knees hurt. My back hurts. Like I said, my throat was killing me. But good God, was it worth it? And I'm pretty sure my buddy Cap here is hurting too. But let's bring in my pal, Bengals captain. Cap, what's going on, brother?
Hooday! I can't sit down. I got to stand up for this one. Oh, my God.
Dude, that was
Hopefully the StreamYard equalizer works because I might be yelling.
You're all good, brother. I'm still yelling. We're all yelling.
I'm still sweating.
Like Josh says here, he says the jungle was rocking last night. It was awesome. And Zach Taylor gave us credit again in the press conference at the end of the post-game press conference. He goes, how did he say it? They have an expectation around here for the team. He goes, we have expectation for the fan base now. That's what we expect every time we're in the jungle. And I said, I completely agree with you. Last night, the jungle was rocking.
Absolutely. Oh my God, the energy. Everybody did their part. I realized, first half was rough, and I'm watching certain things based on some stuff that I've heard, and I see plays available, and we're just not hitting it. It's so close yet so far away. I'm not going to sing, but it was deflating. Yeah. I mean, I'm terrified the camera's going to catch me like mouthing up. Something.
Yeah, exactly.
It was rough. It's definitely not how I thought I'm hyped up. We're going to go up 21-0 quick. And the score was almost 21-0 at the half. The other way around.
That fourth down stop, that changed the momentum. I mean,
but no matter what, those fans, it was hard. It was deflating. But the minute we got a little hope, everybody was back up. Everybody was loud. I've never seen the fans bounce back that quickly. I am so proud of everybody that showed up, and it was almost a sellout.
It was very, very close. It felt like a sellout, man. But it was definitely the tale of two different halves. I mean, like you said, the first half, and I really think it has a lot to do with, playing, a short week. It's Thursday night football, and the defense looked tired. Our offense looked tired. I mean,
we were beat up. I mean, yeah. I'm not going to make the injury excuse because we have enough depth that we should have beaten the Jags, and we did. But I was getting a little worried.
Oh, dude, if they go up 21-0, we might lose that game. I mean, that's how big of a momentum swing that was because, like I said, the second half came out the second half, and it's a completely different team. I mean, we scored our first 3 drives. I mean, the defense played way better in the second half than they did the first half. And my boy, CJ, Zama made some plays. And didn't they do some a little bit of screens there, some tight end screens or something? Don't you like screens?
Oh, I love it. I finally got my screens. One of them didn't work out so well. A couple others, that was it. They did it. They executed. They made a little change. They worked. And it's a players diving into the playbook. It's players understanding the situation, understanding the offense and the team. I've said the story before, but, Marvin Lewis, he coached the Super Bowl defense, and then we brought him over with that expectation. And I was sitting in film study with him, and he was talking about those defensive players and how they would take that week's game plan and force him to order them snacks. And they go off for hours trying to call the game the way they thought coach would call it. And he said, 99% of the time they were right on the money.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, well, who, I'm thinking, I was scared to death to ask the question. I didn't want to ask it. But he basically insinuated that nobody did that in Cincinnati. Who's our leaders to step up and take that kind of ownership? And there wasn't really an answer from Marvin. He didn't really say who does that in Cincinnati because right. I don't believe he thought anybody did. So was it the players? Was it really Marvin? Or did he have those players that took ownership? Now right. Zach's built that culture. Zach has gotten those guys because you know what? The coach, honestly, to Marvin's credit, you can't, and Zach said it, you can't do it all. You've only got so much time that you're allowed to be with these players and to teach. They have to take ownership. He's brought in guys that own that playbook, that offense, that defense, that care. That team is tight. All the BS that supposedly the locker room's fractured and because of 1 or 2 players, totally blown out of proportion. And we see now 3-1. That's a tight team, and it's an offense. And Joe Burrow, same thing. He's talking about so-and-so. We know we're going to be up against so-and-so, and he did this and with this defense and Baltimore and so on and so forth. And Zach alluded to pitcher, giving those guys that information, and they're taking to that next level. that jailbreak the jailbreak screen at the end, everybody's talking about.
Yep.
It's a fruit of that hard work, that ownership, that pride, that fight. Oh, this team's different, man. This team's different.
Well, the other cool thing was, didn't you see? And I know you're closer to the field than I am, but I thought I saw this, and then I saw somebody tweet. Actually, Josh Cavalcante tweeted it out last night. But Zach Taylor hugging every player when they came off the field last night. That was awesome. Yeah. Now we're all fresh there. Yeah, I'm in section. We're in section 158. So
158, 5.
Yeah, 158. So 128's the other side. That's why. Yeah, that's why you didn't see me. Go ahead, Cap.
But yeah, I talked about that because, selfishly, just in case, I don't know if you know the story, but like I've never met Zach. We've always been, Jess and I are always at like charity events, stuff like that. We got to know, executives and coaches and players through charity events.
Right.
And all this. I missed my one opportunity I could have met Zach. Wasn't there. And then all the COVID stuff happened.
Right.
Never met the man in my life, but I've watched from afar. I've had other conversations, and I've liked what I've seen. I like his thought process of what he wants to do leadership wise. And so far, I think we're finally seeing the pieces come together.
Well, yeah, it's exactly what I've been saying about the guys that he's drafted. His leadership, and he's drafted quality players. I mean, and quality.
I like captains.
Yes, exactly. He's drafted guys who can handle the pressure, and that's where I think Bengals teams of the past didn't handle the pressure. We always crumbled, and now we haven't had a playoff or anything like that yet, but we got over the hump of laying an egg on prime time. We didn't let. I mean, it looked like we were going to the first half, but that second half we came out and just took over. Except for one drive that Jacksonville had.
Good teams went ugly, and so during the season it was rough, But hey, I clap. I clap during bad times. Because the players want to hear there's still support out in the stands. And I would always yell, hey Zach, we're still here. The one game against Arizona, it was close and it got away from him. And he come off the field, and it was one of those facial expressions, just pain. And I'm like, please don't give up on us. He's coming off the field. I'm like, come on, hey, Zach, we're still here. And there were a ton of us still there clapping as they're leaving the field after that loss. And he looked up, and he gave a thumbs up. And it kind of started I can be louder than people, and he'll hear my voice, and he'll turn around, and he'll acknowledge me. I've never had a coach acknowledge me like that.
Right.
So for personal, selfish reasons, I'm like, oh my God, this is sweet. So we win that Jets game, his first win. And it was just random because the man's looking around, the man's pumped up. And I pointed like, this is it. We did it. Fucking fine. Oh, finally. Finally did it. And he looks up and he runs up and high fives. And, Kareem got the photo and people got video and as a fan. And then he shouted me out at the postgame press as a fan.
Yeah. What's that guy's deal?
Cool. Yeah. Coolest thing that I've ever been a part of.
Right. So
we're always looking for that. And more wins and stuff. So he goes to, he's in the area and we think it's going to turn around and we're yelling. And then he just grabs a player and then just something happened. He grabs another player, and then suddenly he's posted up. And he's always in the locker room cheering on guys. But he was caught up in the moment. Like if anybody was watching him, he was like, ugh! I mean, he was physically animated. I thought he was going to hit somebody. Like,
he was going nuts. It was awesome.
Somebody. Yeah. Like the dude was pumped up. I was pumped up watching it. And I could tell it was so genuine. He cares about this city. He cares about this team, the fans. Everybody's buying in.
Well, that's the thing is
that was
people
such a genuine, unique moment that I'm like, oh my God, I wanted the video, and I'm glad Josh did. So Josh, again, thank you.
Yeah, it's out there.
That moment to me was huge. Those players, they fought, and he fought. We all fought. It hurt because it was so rough in the first half. We all did it together.
Yes. Well, the cool thing too is we had all this last year that is he losing the locker room? Do the players not respect him? All this, yeah. Go watch that video. It's on my Twitter timeline, or if you follow Josh Cavalcante, go follow him and find it on there. you can see the genuine love they have for each other. And it's awesome. And that's, dude, you got to have that before anything when it comes to any kind of team. You got to have genuine love for each other and wanting to be there for your teammates. And the other cool thing that I just found out here, I have not seen the video of it yet. You talk about a cool moment for you. Well, I got to find this video. But apparently, last night when Zach Taylor was giving out the game balls, and of course he gave one to Jackpot Joey Burrow, apparently the Bengals were yelling jackpots. And I'm like, oh my God, that's so cool. Because I know this for a fact. There were 9 of them wearing Jackpot Joey hats out to practice on Wednesday. That is awesome. I mean, if they're actually yelling jackpot in the locker room, that is freaking cool. So,
very cool.
I haven't met any of these guys. I think they know I'm the crazy guy on the bridge and the one that's always videoed them when they're walking in and out of practice. But either way, man, it just having a moment like that, like you said, with you and Zach and just them saying that in the locker room, it's freaking cool. It feels like you're a part of it, you know?
Exactly. It's a whole reason. The first thing I gave away on Twitter was a stadium tour to other fans, because we've got so many seats, and I get a person per seat, and it's just Jess and I.
Right.
Like I want people to have the opportunity to experience the stuff that I've been lucky to experience. You know, some of it's just pure luck based on where I sit. I'm not special. Anybody can do it. So, you have those experiences, and other people have those experiences, and then suddenly everybody is a die-hard fan, and they've got stories about how much Joe Mixon went to a graduation party this off season.
Yeah.
None of the news picked it up. We all knew about it.
Yep.
One of the coolest things I've ever seen in my life. Dude shows up at a graduation party. This team is special, man. Dude, the comments are blowing up. You start from the top. I met so many great fans. I'm like, I want to meet more fans.
Yeah, this is one from Royal Fresh Terry. He said Zach is halfway to his win total in the prior 2 seasons combined. Like, yes, we're Zach, Cap. If we win next week, we can be 4-1. 4-1. Right now we're 3-1. I'm so excited. And I know a lot of people are asking. They said the crowd was Bengal fan here. Living in the Riviera, the game was great. You could definitely hear the crowd. But a lot of people have asked me, and I'm like, it's not me, but they're asking about your video that came out last night. And I'm like, hey, I know that guy. I go, wait, I know that guy too. Oh my God, there's 2 captains. What is this?
Everyone's nightmare. Double captains.
There was double captains. That was pretty freaking cool.
Yeah, that was fun. I was floored. So, you know what? I'll maybe we'll tell more detail on Twitter there. But I need to ask how much I should be able to talk about. But we got a great guy from the Chiefs, Emmy-winning film producer. Does everything. I guess I watched him work. He's just phenomenal. His awesome vision on that. I like, okay, this is going to be a blast. And, but you got to get the timing right. Something like that. You got to get and everybody knows what commercial that was from. And, it was a blast doing it. But in order to make it look good, I'm yelling at the top of my lungs in the middle of Paul Brown Stadium. There are people working. Apparently
that guy.
Elizabeth Blackburn was in the building, and she probably heard. It probably sounded like I was being tortured, but it was a blast to do. But it's like, when do you release it?
Right.
And we called a timeout. It was an important drive. We were on defense. We needed to stop. The timeout gave enough time to show it. I turned to Jess. I'm like, this is the perfect time for that. Oh my God. and I, you don't know how that's going to react, because I'm like, I've got to be the most lame person I know. And people loved it.
Yeah, it was cool.
People
in my section were smacking me going, hey, that's Cap. I'm like, I know. I see
it. Completely forget me. The crowd made it happen on the field for that. So if that video helped that is awesome. And they've got more surprises for the season. My opinion, the best stuff they've got does not involve me, but what they're doing to get the interaction and to get the crowd in the game, they've never done before. And
No.
I am so appreciative of all the extra work that they've done this year to make those things happen. We're growing together closer as a team. You know, the fan base, the team, the players, the coaches, the executives, we're a big family, and we're getting closer and closer all the time. We are going to help each other get to that Super Bowl.
Yeah, baby.
And actually win.
Yeah, baby. I get some comments here. Chris says, overcoming adversity, adjusting, and execution to a win. Love it. And that's that's exactly what makes championship football. He took the words right out of my mouth. That's exactly what I was going to say. And then Arrow says, Mixon went to a high school football game the other night as well. That's interesting. Because I think he actually tweeted that out. What I saw that tweet. What's a good high school football game to go to? And a whole bunch of people tweeted him out different football games. So I apparently went to one of them. All right, Anton, if Marvin Lewis's Bengals, how we came out and played in the first half would have been the same or worse in the second half. Zach and his coaches and the team make great halftime adjustments. I agree with that completely because, like I said, it was two different halves. The way we played the first half, we just looked tired. And I keep saying tired. I think they were tired. I mean, especially the defense. They looked tired, not into it. We couldn't get anything going. That second half, boom, we were clicking on all cylinders. Chase, the deep throw to Chase, that I think got the offense going. And I called it. You could ask Orange Arrow, who's my seat neighbor. I called it. I'm pointing to Chase. I'm going, Chase is open, which he was open a lot because they only single covered him, and they threw it. I'm like, I got it right. But I think that's what really got that play, got the offense going. The momentum shift was from the fourth down stop.
I still believe we would have won that game had they given up that touchdown, but that absolutely energized them going to the locker room. Now, what I couldn't believe, I heard all kinds of fans and comments about what they were trying to do. Like, listen, they're on the inch line. They need to get in the half without giving up a safety or whatever. So they handled that like they should have. You know, people were upset, like, no. Get them out, make sure Burrow's gaining whatever yards he can. So there's no say, that was perfect. But they got to the locker room on the highest of notes for everything that went wrong. And I agree with you. If you watch a defensive line, I'll let the film study guys do it. They do it better than I do.
Right.
But if you watch the defensive line, I was seeing dude just they didn't have that burst. They didn't have that motor. And again, I could be completely wrong. You know,
that's what I thought.
Bengals players want to correct me, absolutely. But
they weren't getting the pressure on Lawrence that they had been. It just and give credit to Jackson. I mean, Trevor Lawrence is a hell of a quarterback, and you know
he's a great runner.
Yeah, and they're and he made some great throws on the line. I mean, they were
there were a few. I expected more for all the hype.
Yeah, I rewatched it.
Just chuck it up and pray.
Yeah,
but
their offensive line is better than Pittsburgh. So I mean, which isn't saying much, but still, I mean, I think the second half they actually got more pressure on him than they did the first half.
I saw more fight. I saw more. You know, it seemed like guys who were initially stopped threw another move, kept trying. You know, they didn't quit. They didn't give up. You know, not that they gave up in the first half, but short turnaround time, experience some injuries, give up some chunk plays. I mean, I get it. It's harder than if you're dominating. But, hey, they fixed it. They fixed it second half. They talked about it in the locker room. They come out swinging. And that's exactly what we haven't seen since the 80s, honestly.
Yeah. It's like the natural here. He's got two comments here. One, he says, I was about to turn the game off at halftime. And then he comes back. And he said, but the second half happened and got me hyped for the future of this team. And that kind of comes to what we've been preaching here, you know, Bengals Twitter and I call it Bengals Universe, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all that is the narrative of that things are changing here. You know, the culture that Zach Taylor is building is working, you know, and I think these 4 games they played shows you that of how they're able to overcome things and how they're sticking together. Because I said that when they started OTAs, I don't know how many teams had everybody show up for OTA because they're voluntary. But the Bengals did.
Yeah.
I know there wasn't that many teams that had everybody. The Bengals
Right.
had everybody show up. Even Jesse Bates and Sam Hubbard, who were not under contract with Sam or Jesse Bates still contract, but they could have held out to get their contracts settled, and they didn't. They showed up. So that to me was a big statement as how this team is together.
And I keep looking off screen because I got the game on. NFL
Oh, you
Network.
watching it?
Yeah, the replay.
Yeah, I watched it earlier today already. All right, let's get to this one. Josh says, man, it was awesome down there. I love the pregame. They put in the work, and you could see it. I was surprised at how well they pulled it off. Glad I got season tickets. Awesome.
Thank you, Josh. Thank you for joining the club.
Exactly. Natural says, we call him Natty. Already the mainstream media is downplaying the Bengals win. I know. And people tweeted me out. I saw a little bit of what Colin Cowherd said. Whatever. Trust they're not going to give us credit. I think once we win a playoff game, they might start turning it around and give us credit, but I don't know.
It's Cincinnati. I don't ever expect the media to have our back. What my vision, my hope, my dream will be we grow big enough. Mm-hmm. Our fan base grows big enough. I've had to do work for websites, and I've seen the difference in between division rival, fan interaction, fan numbers compared to Cincinnati, and it's disgusting, the gap. But we keep growing, we keep building. Our voice gets louder. We sold out a hat in a day. I'm still pissed because I missed it. I tweeted it out and I missed it. I'm stupid. Like, hey,
I told you,
look at this great hat.
I said, next time buy the hat before you tweet it out.
But I'm happy the hat I didn't get was somebody else got. One day. So guess what? Now, I'm getting sick. Anyway.
Focus, Cap, focus.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, CJ is Wheaties, but no, we have buying power. We have fans that are interested. So guess what? We'll start. Hey, you want to talk smack about the team and we don't deserve it? We'll boycott you. We'll respond with our pocketbooks.
Exactly.
We will have power. We will force the media to take us seriously. Cincinnati won't be small market for too much longer. We will grow. We will force them to pay attention to us. That's my hope.
There you go. Sammy says the kazoo kind of was like an alert for my section to scream without losing their voices. I had the kazoo, and in all my celebration, I'm walking out with my son, and I'm going, it's gone. I don't know what happened to it. It was still around my neck, and all I had was the little ring left, but the kazoo part, it's
so since I am not an employee of the team, I will say those are prohibited. I did check. I forgot mine. They are prohibited, but they have to catch you with one.
They didn't catch me. I had mine.
And those plastic ones, there's no way to catch. So if people are discreet and not sitting
that is
row,
me. I'm completely discreet. I got orange hair. I got a big cape on. I had Zubaz on.
Well, you know what? Higher up, it's hard to see. You just start hearing noises, and you don't know where it's coming from.
Right.
Whereas if I'm stupid and, right in front of everybody, Ken will be out down there. Security will be, no, go. Get him out of here. Like, oh, damn. So people just be careful, understand the rules.
Yeah.
But they can't catch 60,000 of it. They're not going to throw out 60,000 fans. So.
No. The worst thing is take your kazoo. All right. SKB React says, was a great night. Glad to meet both of you and everyone else. Hooday. I got to meet a lot of cool people. Roy Fush Terry says, I'm buying season tickets next year. There you go, Terry. But come to our section. Come to section 158 on the other end zone. That's where we're at. And we also got to together. We tweeted out a picture of some of the crazies last night. And for some reason during the picture, I'm looking over at you. I'm not facing the camera. I'm like, I like to talk, so I was talking to you while we're taking the picture.
Yeah.
But the other thing, Zim showed up and he didn't have his Zubas on. I'm like, where are they at? He goes, man, they were too big. I'm like, you're supposed to try them on before.
I sent out the warning because I knew where, I had a feeling where they came from because not many places had them in stock.
Touchdown.
You know why? Oh man, Evan McPherson, Evan McPherson's family.
Dude, you know what's funny is when he missed the field goal, I was shocked. I'm like, wait, he missed? Like,
I was shocked, but you know what? That kid's a competitor.
Oh, dude.
Same way.
Did you hear what Zach said today at his press conference? He said he thinks that
66, 68.
Yes, he can get. I think he can.
And the smile, that smile when he said it, I'm like, he's got to get a little swagger to him too. He's like, you know what? I'll give the kid a chance.
Exactly.
Oh yeah,
he's got a shot. Oh, he's got a leg to do it. I think he can. All right, Terry says even with the blowout, or even if we blow out Green Bay, all the focus will be on Aaron Rodgers. Won't? Yeah, I know. Honestly, I fight it, but I'm so over it. I don't care. I don't care what. Look at what we did. We're 3-1. Enjoy it. I don't care what they're saying. I
if
really
the
don't.
media downplays this and Burrow's holding up a Lombardi trophy, who cares?
Exactly.
Screw 'em. We'll be in Cincinnati celebrating during the parade.
Let's see. SKB says, yeah, the picture everyone was staring down the yeah, and I was looking at Cap. Yeah, I was looking at Cap's eyes. Dude,
Hey,
focus. I was ready to go, dude. I can't say it enough, but it was special last night, and not only because it was Thursday Night Football, but we had a lot of the internet guys that were there. So Zim was there, and Ace was there, and Jake Briscoe was there. Goodberry was there.
I got to meet Joe and his brother.
Yeah, I got to meet both of them. Yeah,
Wednesday, and I tell you, Bengals Twitter at some time has been competitive, and some people have different takes and get angry and stuff like that. And I can't say how awesome. I can't say enough how awesome Joe Goodberry is, and him and his brother. We had,
dude, him and his brother look like freaking twins.
Man, seriously, I love those dudes.
Yeah.
If I have ever said anything otherwise, I am completely and 100% wrong. Joe's the man. Now he's got his takes and his stances on some stuff. I'm going to have mine. You have yours. We all.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a free country.
His heart's in the right place. He wants his team to win.
Exactly.
He's as excited as we are for this win.
Mm-hmm.
Man, he's a good dude. I am so glad I made that drive down there. I met so many like you. I met so many great fans.
I know I made it. As I said, I was at the Holy Grail Wednesday night, and then I went over to Blind Pig. I wanted to get out to Loveland, but if it was like it's like a 45-minute drive.
Oh, Midwest.
Midwest
barbecue. You missed. I'm going to move to Loveland just so I can be closer to Midwest Best Barbecue. Man,
I gotta check that
place out. I almost
out.
ate 2 dinners. Oh, it was so good.
I wanted to go out there. I didn't even know you were going out there until it got tweeted out.
Dude, I mean, it was last minute. I literally split my lawn mowing up into 5 separate times during the day, in between meetings in order to make it. So
I did this done so I could go to Cincinnati.
Yeah. I'm glad I did. I met so many great people. I'm so glad I did.
Everybody who doesn't know, Cap lives up in Columbus, so that's why. Because some people are like, "Don't you live in town?" Like, no, he lives in Columbus, but he's going to move back down here sometime eventually.
Yep.
All right, Anton. Oh yeah, forgot to give Carmen credit. He did his thing, had some key blocks. Xavier should not see the field again. I don't think he's going to, unless somebody gets hurt. Nothing against Xavier. Big guy, but Jackson's playing great.
Xavier had some great snaps to kick off the season last year. So, yeah, I don't want to take anything away from him, but I like what Carmen's doing. I like his ceiling. He keeps getting better each game. I love what I'm seeing on the field. So I say we keep rolling with a rookie.
I'm interested in this comment because I didn't hear this. He said, Preston here says, we've even made Max Kellerman a super fan now.
Really?
Huh.
Preston, let us know a little bit more info about that.
Yeah, I would love to hear what that. I'm looking in the comments here, see if you say anything else, because that is very interesting. I don't see No, just yeah. So tell me what you're talking about, man, because I haven't heard. I don't listen to ESPN that much. I listen to a lot of podcasts anymore, so ESPN radio and all them. It's not as good as it used to be. So I don't listen very much. Chris says he's rewatching the game too. I already watch. I think that's the thing I like doing is I going to the game and then I like rewatching it because you get to see different things. You know, I mean, you just do.
Well, we thought it was incomplete on the sideline.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that throw late.
Oh,
and Jess was on Twitter, and Twitter was like, no. And then I finally saw the replay on TV, and that was an amazing catch, but it didn't look anywhere close to complete
right
in the stadium. So, yeah, you kind of got to have both.
Yeah, exactly. Sorry. I'm getting a tickle in my throat. Sorry. The war from last night. But anyway, Foxy here says, yeah, best thing don't get me off track here, Cat. Damn it. Best thing I saw was a sign at the beginning of the game. Little kid was holding it that said, "My mom thinks I'm going to school tomorrow."
That's great.
I missed that one. That is
I had somebody bought me a beer. Thank you. I don't drink during the game because I can't drink and yell. But I had really thirsty.
That was it.
So I drank it slowly throughout, but it was the sweating. It was the yelling and sweating. I feel hungover.
Oh, dude, that's what I'm telling everybody. Like on the pre-show video, I'm like, I'm not like hungover. My head is fine because I'll drink it like before the game, and then during the game, I might have one, maybe two. That's about it. I try not to drink during the game because I want to remember what the heck happened, so I don't want to drink too much. And I'm yelling, like you said, I'm yelling too much and everything. And it, I try to drink some water. But like I said, I am so sore just from. I mean, my knees.
I mean, you get fired up. You start airboxing. Just
yeah, exactly. And we're standing the whole game. Like toward the second half, every time there's a timeout, I'm like, I gotta sit. I gotta take a break for a second.
I get all antsy, my pantsy, and something comes on. I'm just bouncing around like I can't.
Exactly.
I start sweating, and people want to take pictures. I'm just dripping sweat. I'm like, oh my God, can I take a picture of you? I'm like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I smell. But I appreciate everybody who asked. Like, I will always stop.
Actually, I was listening to you on the Back Row podcast last week, and I think you and Josh said you're not going to clean your clothes if the Bengals keep winning. Is that still a thing?
It's still dirty. I keep spraying it with Lysol, and it keeps being okay. You know what? I reached out. Everybody I've reached out to, Hellman, and they won't respond. I'm sure they're busy, and I'm sure my ask, like, hey, guys, can you make me a custom neon orange suit? Delete. I get it. But because Pursuit worked with the jackets for the Ring of Honor, and I didn't realize they're based out of Columbus, I guess.
Oh, really?
Or at least the CEO's Columbus. I'm going to beg them, like for the love of God, I'll pay. I'm not asking for anything free. Mm-hmm. I just need somebody who can do it to get me a better jacket that I can actually get dry cleaned.
Right.
Do a real one, not
a real jacket.
Dude, I got super glue and spray paint, and if I get that cleaned, it's going to fall apart.
We need a GoFundMe page for Zach or Cap, new Cap.
I'll take care of it. I just need someone willing to take on the most laughable project in their, bespoke history.
There you go. Let's talk about the Ring of Honor ceremony and the jackets. I thought the stripe. I knew there'd be stripes somewhere. I thought it'd be like orange and black and it'd be stripes on the outside. The stripes on the inside. Classy. I like that a lot. That was because I was talking.
Did you see the post on the detail? The orange, the subtle orange.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Man. Because admit it, imagine me wanting something loud and obnoxious. Who knew? But I was expecting orange. Like, come on, and it wasn't. I'm like, you know what? But that's classy. But then the little touch when you're closer and you see the orange, I'm like. They knocked that out of the park. That's not a gimmick. This isn't a game. This isn't a joke. This is serious. These are legends that we're honoring. And that is a jacket that is befitting of a legend. I love them. Well, and you can get that stripe lining. Mm-hmm. in a custom suit from them if you
Oh,
wanted
that's
your
awesome.
own stripe lining.
That's cool. I didn't know that.
And maybe I might.
Yeah, get a orange capped one with us.
Yeah, that might have
there
to
you go.
happen.
Now we're talking. Yeah, I was talking to Ken Riley the second. I got to meet him in person for the first time on Wednesday night, and I was trying to find out what the suits look like. He's like, yeah, I got fitted today for suits. He goes, they look really cool. I was like, oh yeah. I said, are they orange? Are they black? They got stripes. He goes, I can't tell you. You have to wait and see. But come on, man. I was trying to pry it out of him, see what he'd say, but he wouldn't crack. Brad says, at one point, the broadcast crew was talking how many good coaches came from UC under Rick Minner's staff, which that is actually true. I mean, there's a lot of Tomlinson we hate, but he's just the Steelers one. They're all the AFC North. Tomlinson came. The Ratbirds coach. Their head coach,
the better Harbaugh.
Yeah, him. He was at UC. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of them from Minner's staff. All right, SKB. I was sitting right in front of them and had to double check when I saw the bottom of them. I don't even know what that is.
He had to do a double take when he saw both of them at the same time.
Both captains.
Is it? Yeah.
I think that's
are we about how late or how early was that comment?
I don't know. We keep talking and they keep popping up. I'm trying to get to them. That's what happens sometimes. Sometimes I'll jump back into them and
ADD,
like, huh?
man. You just start from the top and rip through.
I went through a couple of them. Oh, here we go. Oh, I got to try these. Royal Flush Terry says Grippo flavored wings at Midwest Barbecue. Ooh.
Oh. I'm gonna go. You know what? Hey, we might need to do like some away game stuff down there or something.
Yeah,
that's awesome. That place was just fire. And Zim and Ace, they are absolutely entertainers extraordinaire. Man, that was a good time. And Kevin Huber showed up.
I know. I saw that. I was
crazy.
That's cool.
I love it. Kevin Huber just seems like we had dinner with Kevin Huber and Mike Nugent. Unfortunately, before Mike Nugent went on his rough streak that ended his time in Cincy. But they were a blast. They were an absolute we were blessed to be there with them. Ate at Palomino, which I think is no longer even around. Somewhat ironic. Learned a lot about them. Learned, from their side of the football. Great time. It's Huber, his wife's a scientist. Just amazing
Smart
people.
Girl. Anton says, am I the only one mad at the Bears loss?
Oh, we're all mad.
I'm mad. Yeah. I mean,
you look at the end of the year, that one loss could mean the difference between, I get it. I am too. But here's the thing. If it had to happen, that was the time to happen. It's an NFC opponent, has nothing to do with our conference, has nothing to do with our division. It's a team that doesn't matter to us. We're not going to win them all. Now, we have to steal another game from somewhere else to offset that in my mind. So, like, if we beat the Packers, I'm going to feel better about 4-1 than looking at that loss. But, hey, when your QB throws 3 picks in a row –
and you turn over 4 times,
it's going to be a bad game. And we needed that because I guarantee – I bet Burrow thinks about that, just notes it in his head.
He thinks about that more than he thinks of the other stuff.
It's never going to happen again, ever. Mm-hmm. That was the time to get it out of the system.
All right. Charles says, talk about the Max Kellerman thing. He said, it's true. What Max said, how Joe is a dude, but Keyshawn was like, it's not real. What was the conversation? That's another reason I don't even listen to Keyshawn Johnson.
I remember Keyshawn's first rookie season as an announcer, broadcast, media personality. He stunk. So I don't care what he says.
Exactly. And Sammy says, did you guys see Ace and Zim with Boyd and Higgins on the postgame? They were.
I heard about it.
I didn't.
So here's the thing.
That's awesome.
The players go out. We've run into players all the time. I ran into Mixon. Now he was driving home, but Mixon rolled his window down and gave us a what's up and everything. I had a player tweet DM a photo of me sitting at Holy Grail because he was across the street eating with some other players.
Right,
now,
right.
I will not go over, nor will I invite myself. Hey, if somebody wants me to come hang out,
Right.
I will gladly come hang out, but I'm not going to invite myself. I try to keep that separation. Zim and Ace get a good show together. They've got connections. They get invited out party. That's absolutely amazing. They're not at every game. So once again, talking about experiences for a lifetime for a fan, I am so glad they got that opportunity.
Exactly. Jeff Holmes says, which he said, what did you guys think of the NFL Network's coverage of the Ring of Honor ceremony? Ice recorded. Yeah, Ice recorded it. I honestly, I don't even think I watched that part. I just fast forwarded. I was just watching the game, so I don't even know.
Go to YouTube. Go to Bengals YouTube and watch it from the Bengals. It's a good video.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't really, like I said, when I rewatched the game, I watched the game. I didn't watch I didn't care what they were saying, so I didn't pay attention to them. So, but what was the best part? I put it this way. I'll put it this way. The 81 team, I was kind of surprised they didn't bring them down on the field. I was kind of hoping they would bring them down on the field, but they had them up in the box. That was a little, it was cool still, but I wish it would have got on the field so they could like feel the crowd roaring from the field again one last time.
There are some of them that are probably that trip down is a little more difficult.
Yeah.
So that's probably why they did that.
That is true. I didn't think about that. Okay, let's see here. Samuel, I used an Uber driver and was taking from Hyde Park to the game, and Dalton and his wife were driving in front of us like an escorting us to the game 3 years ago.
Cool.
That's cool. Yeah, the Joey franchise. That's what a lot of people call him, Joey franchise. And what this is kind of cool too is shout out to Dan Horde. Apparently, he was on, I guess, with whoever was on 1530 this afternoon, and they're talking about Joey franchise, and he goes, "Well, my friend Matty Myers will be a little upset because he calls him jackpot." So I thought that was kind of cool.
Well, and I'm wondering, is that coming from Ken Anderson, because Ken Anderson tweeted that out, and that was Ken Anderson's nickname.
Oh, Joey franchise,
Freddie franchise.
Ah, there you go.
So that was some great stories last night. I went to that dinner.
Yes, I wanted. Dinner. Yeah, tell me about that. I didn't get to. I could have went, but I didn't. Go ahead, tell me about it.
So I retweeted it, but I live broadcasted. And I figured if somebody with a team is upset with that, they'll tell me to take it down. The quality was kind of poor, so hopefully they do something. I know they were recording some of it or all of it. Hopefully they post at least bits and pieces. Absolutely amazing. It was emotional. It was funny. Some of the stories that come out, and they were talking about Kenny, and his one fault was they called him Freddie franchise, but he didn't want to be Freddie. He wanted to win,
right?
And he wanted to be the guy, but he didn't want that little extra. He wasn't about that. He was about his team,
right?
And but they all wanted him to be, just go with it. It was a really, really great story. They were talking about how he had a horrible game. I'll summarize it so I don't give too many details. Had a horrible game, and they were talking about starting the backup. So he went to Forrest Gregg and said, "Nope, I'm the starter of this team. I'm going to start." And it's Forrest Gregg. It's right. Forrest Gregg, who terrified so many of the players. And it was a fun story. Lots of great stories. Reggie Williams had a reading of a piece of poetry, just phenomenal in honor of Riley. I've got to look up. Like I was aware of the piece before, but I'd never read through all the words. And then Reggie Williams, the heart that he delivered it with, oh my goodness, it got me.
Let's see here. Let's go to this one. Rock's Fortune Record says when they gave Burrow a game ball in the locker room, you could hear the players saying jackpot. That's what I've been told, and I haven't. They just said it to me on my phone. I haven't got a chance to listen to it yet. I've heard that. That's freaking awesome. If you ask me. Andrew says, I think it shows how much Bates and Awuzie mean to this defense. Yeah, I think we missed Bates a lot last night, but I mean, I really do think if it was a Thursday night game, I think Bates would have played. I'm not sure about Cheeto because a growing, that could take. I'm hoping he's better by the Green Bay game, but Zach made it sound like there's a very good chance that trending upward. There's a very good chance that everybody could be ready to go against Green Bay. Which, let's be honest, Aaron Rodgers is a pretty damn good quarterback. So if we have everybody on our secondary healthy and ready to go, that's going to bode well for us for beating Aaron Rodgers because he's never won a game, I think, in PBS. Pretty sure I'm right on that. Let's see.
Wow.
John Wick says Emily Parker just tweeted.
Oh, yeah.
Joey B was mic'd up this game and airs on Inside the NFL next week. Awesome.
Oh, that's going to be epic.
I'm checking that out.
He is so funny. I love him. And I'm sorry, I'm going to say it, but you go from Trevor Lawrence, who's like, well,
that's sunshine.
I don't need football, to Joe, who just, oh my goodness. Did you see his Instagram post?
Who, Joe's?
Yeah.
What from where he said he's back?
Yeah. Burrow, basically, talking about the doubters.
Yeah.
It was great. Absolutely great.
Yeah. I don't remember. That was a while ago. He did that at the beginning of the season, right? Wasn't it then? Or
nope.
He did one recently?
Yeah.
No, I missed that one then.
Yeah. While we're talking, I'll tweet that out.
Go ahead. Check it out. And everybody, if you're not following Cap, you should definitely follow him because he tweets really cool stuff out. Let's see here. Yeah. Bengals fan living in the Riviera says he's never won a PBS. Talking about Aaron Rodgers. That's what I thought.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't think.
I would not have guessed that.
I didn't. I was pretty. He's only been here like twice, I think. And I think we beat him both times. Andrew says Cap yelling. The Cap yelling video got me back in the game. Complete shifting the momentum.
Thank you, Andrew.
There you go.
Hey, thank the Bengals for that. That was their brainchild. That was their video. That was recording. That was the editing. That was absolutely unbelievable idea. It was awesome.
It was awesome. Sammy says, Iceman and Cap, you are all a part of the Bengals winning experience. Thank you. Thank you for your service. Oh, you're quite welcome. I don't know. I don't know if we're having anything to do with them winning, but
we do. we do. And listen, we do. We, as in you, me, Andrew, Terry, Sam,
all of us.
Rival Land, yeah. Or
Bengals
Arrow,
Universe.
Rick, everybody listening, everybody that's going to listen, everybody on Twitter, everybody. We knocked it out of the park. It was a hard game. They're going to get better. As this team executes better and learns from their mistakes, they're going to keep getting better. It's going to get easier. We're going to be able to just be loud from, kickoff to the last whistle. But that was us. That was all of us.
Exactly. Andrew says here, people don't realize how big it will be to have Ricardo Allen back. Yep. Hopefully he's coming back soon. We used Von Bell as a linebacker a lot in the first game with Allen at strong safety. It worked well for us. Yeah, Allen, I think he's trending up. He didn't sound as confident that he would be back for the Packers game. Am I right on that, Cap, or did you get something else out of it?
I think, but we'll see. But to that note, what I noticed was, how much Mike Hilton obviously was required to cover. So I think it would have been great. Think about if we just had one or two more guys back and we can get Mike Hilton on some of those corner blitzes.
Right.
We really missed that.
We really haven't even seen that yet, to be honest. Not really.
We have. I mean, he's helped with pressure.
Oh yeah, but not as much of an impact as I think it's going to be when we get everybody back.
Maybe. I mean, he had an impact in the Pittsburgh game. Unfortunately, he got a little too excited on the one play, and that. I know.
I told him that. I was walking out of practice. I'm like, dude, you jumped. You would have had him. He's like, I know. Terry says, what's your assessment of Wayne's first performance as a Bengal? I mean, hell, it's the first time he's played in over a year. I think he did okay. I mean, it wasn't, anything outstanding, but he did
think-
all right.
Exactly. I think we're going to see more from him, better from him. It's not what I would expect if he's been playing the entire time. But first game back, I thought it was pretty damn good. Like, wow. He wasn't, I wouldn't say he was a liability at all. It's so hard being in the stadium watching because I'm not always going to watch where the ball goes. I want to watch a particular matchup, and then I'll see it corner of my eye and then snap over. And I didn't see where and if they don't show the replay,
right.
I don't know if somebody was out of position.
Yeah.
But
they don't show a lot of replays. And one thing is he didn't really stand out either way. So that's usually a good thing. I mean, he didn't make any spectacular plays, but he didn't get burnt.
Twitter wasn't melting down with Trey Waynes everywhere. So
right.
That's a good thing. Yeah.
Arrow says Allen is on the IR, so he's out minimum 3 games. He'll be back after the Green Bay game if he can. So there you go. So he's out one more game for sure. And Terry wants to know what's the latest on Higgins. Latest on Higgins, I know is he's trending upward, and hopefully he's back. Against Green Bay. Like Chris says, he got 10 days. 10 days to heal up is big, and yeah, exactly.
Huge.
We suffered for this short week, but we're getting the reward of it for 10 days off. So that is going to help. Because let's be honest, the Bengals are a little banged up. I mean, nothing serious, but enough for guys are out, and if you get 10 days off, it's going to help you heal up, and hopefully we will keep going here.
This is the normal type of injury rough patch that the teams go through that I'm not going to complain about. Like, we should be able to move pieces around and do this, and we have.
It's not none that we haven't had any season. There's my dog barking now. I was knocking on wood, buddy.
Who's here?
Exactly. My vicious attack dog, Cheezel.
Good boy.
Knock on wood. It wasn't knock on wood. Oh, yeah, we haven't had any season-ending injuries yet. That's what I was trying to. Dog barks. I lost my complete train of thought. Well, bone falls.
Exactly. Nothing that's wiped out an entire position group. Nothing that's wiped. You start losing like last year. You miss Burrow. You miss Higgins. And then it starts to really hurt. Those are the injuries that end up putting us in like the top 10 worst luck that teams just don't recover from. It's very rare teams make the playoffs, being in the bottom of the NFL with how many people they have on IR. The fact that the Ravens can win with that many people on IR is a testament to the team, but at the same time, they've had some official help. Referee help.
It also helps when they let you just snap a ball 3 seconds after the play clock expires. But we don't need to get to that.
Exactly.
All right. Andrew said it was awesome to look around and see all the fans who have stuck with the team over the years. The last 2 or 3 years celebrating this victory last night at PBS was a great feeling. Dude, I was high-fiving everybody.
Yeah.
Literally, I was walking, just let's go. I was high-fiving everybody. High-five you, Jess. You guys walked out. I kind of hung out for a little bit. I'm still high-fiving people.
There were dudes sending their wives to hug me. I was terrified, and it was cool. So, hooday. I'm not even kidding, man. I looked at this. Somebody wanted a photo, and she got real close.
You're like, hey.
Dude's grinning ear to ear with his camera. I'm like, oh, God, I hope this isn't a setup. And I'm doing the hover hand. I always have to do the hover hand. So.
Oh, Jesus. That's funny. Keith says, "Hooday, sorry I didn't get to meet you guys, but the first NFL game experience was badass. Me and my wife are officially addicted." Dude, I am totally addicted to it.
Hey, awesome. You're addicted. That means you're going to come back for more. We got what you need, man. So we will see you next time.
Like Gift Vader says, we got it in our veins, baby. It's in our veins.
Absolutely.
William. The intro is insane. The intro to the show here or to the jungle. What are you talking about? Which intro are you talking about?
I'm thinking he's talking about the intro to the game.
Probably.
The lights, and every time the lights would dim, oh, man. I wanted to hit somebody. Wearing Jags colors, of course, not Bengals. But, oh, my God. I was pumped up, man. I was pumped. That was a great. And it wasn't anything crazy either. It was just using the stadium lights.
Yeah.
Stadium lights, fireworks, but what an atmosphere. Like, I felt like there was a tiger lurking around that was going to eat one of those. Oh, my God. It was great.
Like
Keith, I feel you.
158 was absolutely a riot. I'm shocked we can even talk. Hey, trust me, this morning, my voice didn't. It was down like this. It wasn't. It wasn't very good.
If it wasn't for a few bad drives in the first half, we'd be toast.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, that dude. That whole second half. I mean, literally the whole game. I was telling my wife this. I was like, man, I keep talking about my knees hurting and everything. She's, well, didn't you sit down? I go, no. Like, maybe for 2 minutes of the timeout. That's it. She goes, you stood the whole time. I'm like, yes, the entire. And I wasn't the only one. Everybody was standing up around us. It was awesome. Let's see here. All right, so Andrew said it was pretty cool. See how hyped the crowd was for Sam Hubbard ran out of the tunnel at the beginning. I love the new intro with the tunnel. That is the coolest thing.
Oh, yeah.
I know people say we ripped it off. It's kind of like everybody else. Get out of here with that. It's cool. I like it. It's very, very
I mean, teams have been doing stuff with intros forever. I mean, it's overseas. I've seen it in the UK. I like it. It's so
what? Apparently I don't know how I could find this, but apparently I got interviewed from a UK Instagram girl yesterday. I told him to tag me on Instagram so I could see it, but I don't know if that's gonna happen. But anyway, sorry, you said UK, and I just
there you go.
My memory.
We'll have to look for that.
Yeah, we'll have to find it. All right, man. It's about 6:30. I think we're gonna roll on out of here. But Cap, we're gonna do I haven't even got to talk to you about this yet, but normally we do this after a game. There's no game this weekend, so you come back on Monday, or we're gonna go back next Monday. You want a Monday off, or you want to come back?
Probably, probably next Monday, unless just stuff is so crazy and you want me and I got nothing to do.
Oh, trust me, we know you got stuff to do. You're a busy man. So, all right, brother. Well, I appreciate you, and I will see you a week from Monday then.
Hooday!
Hooday! All right, guys. Man, last night was so hyped. It was so much fun to see everybody. Like I said, I got to meet Ace and Zim face to face. I got to meet Joe Goodberry. I got to meet Jake Lisco. I mean, just the guys I've had on my show a ton. I finally got to actually meet them in person. It was really, really cool. And just the energy coming out of that stadium was ridiculous. Everybody was so hyped, so pumped up. I want more of it. I can't wait till Sunday. I think, or next Sunday. I think we got a shot. Now, let's get to the Bearcats here real quick. Bearcats, huge game. Now, as much energy as everybody put toward the Bengals. If you guys are Bearcat fans, which I know not everybody that watches me is, but the Bearcats are playing tomorrow, 2:30 versus Notre Dame. Make sure you watch it. It's going to be a huge statement if UC can beat Notre Dame. I think they can do it. It's not going to be easy. They got to get up to a good start. Marcus Freeman really worries the crap out of me. He's a really good coach. He's a really good defense coordinator. So if UC wins, this is going to be unbelievable. I mean, I'll have the Bengals win and the Bearcats win the same week. I mean, and it's happened a lot here lately. I'm not sure how I can handle that because it doesn't happen a lot for me as my fandom. So I'm very excited. I can't wait. If you guys are going to Indiana, go there, have some fun, drink some beers for me, enjoy yourself. I wish I was going, but I'm not. But I'll be here in Cincinnati in the Ice Cave rooting on a UC win. Yes, Keith, the UC and Notre Dame is going to be wild. It's going to be and this is what I've told some people, some Notre Dame fans. And they told me, they're like, oh, well, they get a little cocky. Which I'm not trying to be cocky at all. I think we could lose this game. Yeah, I'll be honest. I hope we win. I'm going to pick us to win. But they come at me like, well, we did that with our third string quarterback. I was like, you won because of your defense, right? And the defense coordinator you got from Cincinnati, along with your head coach you got from Cincinnati. Just saying. So anyway, we'll see what happens. Keith says Notre Dame has proved that they are definitely beatable. Oh, they're definitely beatable. They are. We can go in there and beat them. I think it's a winnable game. I think it's to be a very hard game to win. It's supposed to be. It's not supposed to be easy. So we'll see what happens. I can't wait for 2:30 tomorrow. I have to get my voice to recover because I'll be sitting right over there in my chairs in the ice cave watching that TV that I know you guys can't see, but it's right over there, cheering my head off like I'm at the stadium. You can ask Mrs. Ice. I act like I'm at the stadium when I'm down here in the ice cave. Anyway, want to get to the Facebook groups that let me live stream, and I appreciate every single one of you guys. We got Houday Nation, Houday Legion, Cincinnati Reds, rounding third, heading for home, Bearcat Ruckus, Bearcat Country, the Ohio State Bucknuts, the Ice Bar, and you can follow me on all my social media platforms, all under Sports with Strawberry Ice. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. Twitter handle is at Jeff A. Trunapole. TikTok is at Iceman90. I'll be pulling off the sound later on tonight. Put it on the podcast. It's on BeanPod, Apple iTunes, Spotify, pretty much wherever you get your podcasts. So if you can't sit there and listen to me or watch me and Cap talk for an hour, you can listen to it. If you're working out, driving in the car, at work, whatever. Pop it in. Give me a download, a rating, a like, and a review, and make a comment so more Cincinnati fans can find my podcast. I would greatly appreciate it. YouTubers, we're at 1,381 subscribers. That is awesome. That was a huge jump over the weekend. I know, which is great because this has been the longest show I've done in like 2 days because I did a couple short ones. I went live from Longworth Hall yesterday, and I'm continuing to add subscribers, add followers on Twitter, add followers on Facebook and Instagram, and that's awesome. I appreciate you guys. You guys are the best because if it wasn't for you guys watching, there would be no reason for me to do a show. And other than that, as my boy, Jeremy, I'm not going to say the other stuff, just Jeremy D likes to say, and he wants to remind you, remember one thing and one thing only, and that is you don't live in Cleveland, you live in Cincinnati, so act like it. Houday! Go Bearcats. I can't wait till tomorrow. We're going to watch another victory. I'm going to have to go do a victory lap in my cul-de-sac with the Bearcat flag. I hope so. And that's just sports, baby. See ya!
Let's go. Stripes, 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 yeah, stripes, 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 orange in the day, black in the night. Stripes in our veins, sparks gonna fly. The beast disobey, orange, black and white. Cause when the jungle come alive, Houday, we ignite in our Cincinnati, we gon' rise in in the jungle, we unite in dripping orange and black and white. Houday, when we fight, live and die in these stripes. Wake up the beast, every day is a feast. Time to bust it off the leash. In the jungle, dripping heat. Tigers stripe the city streets. East side, stand up. West side, stand up. If you reppin' Houday, time to put your hands up. Bengals stripes, we in it. New day, new age, yeah, we get it. Cincinnati jungle fitted. Houday in our house, we win it. Orange and black and white, we build it. Earn our stripes, you know we kill it. Bleed our colors, jungle dripping. Nasty, natty, yeah, we live it. Lit the crowd, get the city loud. Yeah, we feasting now. Fit the pounce, make the city howl. Now we beastin' now. Thunder through the tunnel, from the sideline to the huddle. Stripes we tatted on the jungle when we flex that Houday muscle on them. Stripes, Cincinnati, we gon' rise in in the jungle, we unite in dripping orange and black and white. Houday, when we fight, live and die in these stripes. Stripes. Now who gotta move like it on? Stripes. Now who wanna move crossing on? Stripes. Now who wanna move on? If you got stripes, then you let the city know you rock 'em. Yeah, we got 'em. Yeah, we fought 'em. Like that black and orange, I'll follow 'em.